Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne. It's Sunday, September 9th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading, weekly, open, and gap. You know, we have to have good money and risk management when we make these trades, so don't forget. Monthly, we are in the lower wick zone, but we're looking at the weekly. Okay, gaps. So far, we've got two gaps that haven't filled. The rest have all filled. Hopefully, you took advantage of that. You can see here, the euro yen is in the lower wick zone, right here. Looking at the daily, we're in the lower wick zone once again. You can see here we filled that gap right there. There was the close. You can see nice gap fill. Buy zone trade, here you go, in and out, in and out. It's Sunday. Usually I don't try to do the buy zone here, even though here you're heading towards that pivot. You took that trade, came back, looks like a scratch to me. Here, same thing. You took that trade short, came back, almost a scratch. Here once again, if you didn't scratch, but you would have probably triggered out here. As you can see here, it's just ranging. About 27 pip range. Nothing much is happening. It's not breaking that high. And you can also see here, it's within the wick of this huge candle. See, it's having a hard time. And if you notice, these wicks are all at the same level. Hard time breaking through and staying. It's getting pushed back. Rat zone, not enough distance. No rat zone trade at the moment. Once again, pivot. Hasn't quite hit the pivot. There's the monthly pivot, the weekly pivot, the daily pivot. So look for those pivots to be hit sometime this week. Once again, miss pivot right here and a miss pivot right here. And price action. So far, we don't have any semaphores or 1, 2, or 3 balls today. Last was a 3 ball. Green at the line, green at the line. Little profit there, scratch. And using the horizontal lines from the previous daily session, once again, you can see not much happening here, just chop, chop, chop. But probably most of you don't trade on Sundays in the Asian session. Australian, New Zealand session, just not much happening. You can see here wick zone, out, out, but right back in. So sometime I would imagine later today, the first day of the month, we're going to see it either above or below. Same thing with the holo setup. Not much happening there either. We just don't have the range at this time. Slow day. Don't force any trades. Just sit back and wait. And looking at the inventory reduction bars, you can see here we have some short triggers for a handful of pips. Once again, on these trades, these inventory reduction bar trades, I just look for the handful of pips. Previous daily, weekly, monthly, open, high, low. We haven't even hit one of those lines, so once again, we're in a wait mode. And as you can see, just not much happening, not much movement here. And right here on the Einstein line, once again, it's just slow moving. Don't force the trade. You can walk away. That's allowed. So, it looks like today's video is going to be kind of short. I'm not sure if I missed something or not. I'm trying to remember if there was any questions. I don't think there was any questions lately. But if you do have questions, feel free, and I will try to answer them. So, fellow traders, that's just a short and sweet. Just remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So let's have a great week of draining the banks.